What personality trait has helped you the most in doing a good job at work?
I would say empathy is probably the biggest thing. Do you know what that means?
Mm-mm. No, I don't.
Empathy means that you can relate to how people feel and understand what they feel and almost put yourself in their shoes. So it's like being able to understand somebody's problems or being able to understand what somebody's saying, because you can, even though it's not your experience, you can sort of feel what their experience is and then be able to understand it. And that's a really big part of a user experience designer's job, because you're listening to people tell you what they need to do, why they need to do it, and even how they've done it in the past. And so you're understanding their story, and then you're translating that, and you're taking that, and you're putting yourself in their shoes and saying, okay, now I'm going to design something they're going to use on the computer based on what they have told me their experience is and what they need. And without having that ability to really understand other people, sometimes, we might say, well, that person, I don't understand what they're saying at all, because to me, this is how something feels to me. Well, you have to be able to say, this is how this feels to them, and be able to really put yourself in their place and put yourself in their experience. So, and that empathy is a trait that's actually super important with working with teams, which many jobs, you have to work with a team. And in software development or application development, when you're creating something somebody's going to use on their phone or on the computer to do a job, I've lost my train of thought, just a moment. You have to communicate with others and understand why somebody's really stressed out. Like, let's say I'm working with an engineer, somebody who's going to actually build the software. So they're doing a different job than me, and they're under really tight deadlines, and they have completely different things that they're dealing with systems and very difficult pieces of the software that they have to put together and make work together, and they get very stressed out. So again, if I'm empathetic, then I can work with them and we can make some compromises. Like, if I'm going to be really stubborn, like, this has to work this way, this piece of software is never going to get built. We have to say, okay, so we have this issue, you're really stressed out about it, I understand. I'm going to make these changes, and we'll compromise in this way, and then we'll change the software, and maybe we'll add this other feature later. So it's about being really empathetic and at the same time knowing what the user wanted. So making sure that I don't compromise what the user wanted. So I would say that's